Please refrain from being a nagging.
Question for anybody watching this right now, just real quick. What is this? Is this supposed to be bad or some? Is this supposed to be some really serious trash talk? It's a little amateur, don't you think? I think they could do a lot better.
Oh, I got a fucking live one today. It's an incel, and he has friends.
I'm on my way.
Mama, on my way. Baby Llama, put the brains down. Oh, they're yummy.
That's
He likes how upset she is.
That's like halfway to rapist and serial killer. That's fun.
No, I would argue more than halfway, but oh yeah.
Yo, women, honestly.
Please refrain from being a nagging.
Question for anybody watching this right now, just real quick. What is this? Is this supposed to be bad or some? Is this supposed to be some really serious trash talk? It's a little amateur, don't you think? I think they could do a lot better.
I've heard.
The problem with it is it's just not mean enough.
It is amateur because it's not well done. I mean, it's incredibly sexist, but it's not well done sexism.
Yes, you nagging whore who is a whore nagger. You said something like that.
See, that's the problem.
I mean, it is a little redundant.
Yeah.
You're right.
Sandwiches. I've heard to go back to the kitchen.
Oh my god, come on. Is she actually saying this with this sad music playing in the background? Oh.
Because she edited the video. It's from fucking Vice News. Do you not understand how media works, douchebag? So you think this girl sat in front of the monitor? What, did she work the camera too? Is that how all this works, magic? She fucking filmed herself, put in some sad music, put the Vice logo up, and now you found it? Yeah, this guy understands how the fucking world works. Please tell me how harassment works. Being told to go back to the fucking kitchen and make sandwiches is fucked up.
No. Should I be playing sad music for when I talk? I'm just kidding.
It would be amazing. Every time you talk from now on in this episode, I'm only playing like The Godfather in the background.
Oh my god, girl, if you think this is bad, the Modern Warfare 2 lobby has entered the chat. Alright, fellas, welcome back. It is great to see you all here again, man. Listen.
Hey, man.
Okay, I'm always looking for things to make fun of on the internet. Like
women.
Yeah, like, I'm always looking for, you know, targets that don't always fight back, and other people will help me bully on that can't actually reach out and touch me. You know? E-girls. Very cool. Very cool. Very tough.
Search history in my algorithm for my recommended is just absolutely fucked in every way, shape, and form, because I'm barely ever watching videos that I actually want to watch, right?
Wow, it's such an exciting story. I like this anecdote. Please continue.
I'm always looking for things.
Music.
He's bragging about. He's bragging about how he doesn't know how to use the internet, or what?
I think he's like kind of how I did one video on thoughts, and now Angry Llama's entire front page is thoughts. I think he's saying that his entire. Hey! I researched a number of them.
For us to make fun of together, you know? So, a lot of weird stuff always popping up in my recommended, a lot of ridiculous things that I see, but I gotta tell you, man, it honestly is hard for even the weirdest of things that I've seen on YouTube to beat the things that Vice.
Oh my god, this fucking guy. Oh, we're finally getting to content. Good.
Vice is just absolutely the most garbage publication I've ever.
Oh, I know what's happening here.
So is this a incel?
In my life, they're getting worse by the day, they're getting worse by the second. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Vice video that's about females in the professional gaming worlds in Fortnite and Overwatch, and how mean people are. They're just so mean, man. They're so mean, so toxic. So, you know, let's just go ahead and make fun of it. If you're new,
let's just go ahead and make fun. Oh,
let's do that.
A minute and a half intro about us gonna make fun of something.
Make sure you subscribe.
I didn't even catch the females at first, Jen. But yes, good call.
I react strongly to that.
Female.
Very high chance.
It's almost the tone they use that terrifies me the most. There's a bit of a bit of an angst in there.
No one's gonna rub your ears, mister.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a Ferengi thing.
Oh,
I don't know what that word means either.
No, I do.
You're not into the Star Trek.
I know the Ferengi is the giant ear Star Trek ugly people who are usually con artists and stuff.
Yeah, and they always use the word females, and there's a lot of horrible misogynistic practices in there.
That can't be the good news. If Ferengi females can wear clothes in public, then they can leave their homes. homes. If they can leave their homes, they can go to work. If they go to work, they can make profit.
I'm glad we got Jin here to represent
shit.
all of the galaxies.
Yes, I represent them all.
If they reference Law and Order SVU or Grey's Anatomy, don't worry, you got this.
Of having a small dick. Also turn your goddamn notifications so you can be a part of the buzz.
The moment you're starting to mention dick size, it's getting a little weird in here.
Every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, of course, watch the entire video. Don't be a bitch.
You know what's funny is every time he says something positive, it's male. Anytime negative, it's a female euphemism. That's fun. Incel.
Don't be a bitch. Alright, fellas, so how does Vice explain the hardships of women in gaming?
Tell us, fellas.
Watch.
The competitive gaming world is known to be incredibly male-dominated.
So, just out of curiosity, is this how you guys treat every girl that comes into your comp games?
Shut the fuck up and
No,
make
I'm just wondering.
You know, I just want to say this right now, right off the rip, towards the beginning of the video. We're gonna evaluate everything objectively.
Okay.
Objectively.
Yeah.
Objectively, from my incel perspective.
All right, let's get all the white guys around the room and let's be objective.
I always want to hear both sides of every story, right? But, you know, there's just
Both
this
sides?
tone in this video. It's like, it'll show a clip like the one you just saw. Make us sandwiches. And it's just playing this dramatic music in the background. And it's just like...
That's how television works. It has sound. You fucking idiot.
Trying so
What did you want, a rap beat behind it, you fucking douchebag?
hard to make victims out of things that really just might be mindless shit talking in the first place. You know what I mean? It's like they go and show us that clip and it's got all this dramatic music leading up to
Him with the dramatic music. Are you influenced only by music, you fucking weirdo?
Maybe he doesn't know how to put it in his own videos, and so he's jealous.
It's magic to him. He's just totally impressed by the editing. He thinks this girl walks around with an orchestra. She has this music everywhere she goes. Of course she's gonna be dramatic. This guy's a special kind of stupid so far. And
to it, and then it goes silent, and it's like the viewer is supposed to just be like, oh my god, these poor girls, how can they ever endure such an awful, horrible, no good, very bad thing? They told those poor...
Well, I would say almost at any other work, if someone came up to you and said, go back and make some sandwiches, their ass would get fired, punched, or kicked out the fucking store. So, your level of discourse and what you think is acceptable is clearly not within the range of what society thinks is acceptable. Just because you've been getting away with it in your little fucking online world and not getting fucking smacked in the mouth for it doesn't make it right, dickhead. Like, they're online all day. You think their job is to get harassed by you? That's part of the job? Unfortunately, right now it is, which is so fucking sad, but you think you can just go on someone's stream and because you watched an advertisement that netted them 5 cents, that now you can just tear them down? That's fascinating. And it shows me you have not been punched in the mouth. Like, seriously. Like, it blows my mind, these people.
Poor girls to make them sandwiches. Oh my god. You know, alright, like, let's just stop for a second, for real. I think most of you guys out there are gonna agree with me when I say there's a lot worse things that you could say than make us sandwich.
Cool argument, bro.
So if it's not the absolute worst thing, it's okay? That's our bar?
This is the idiot fallacy. It's just like, oh my god, they said sandwiches. They find that offensive. What if I add a cunt on the end of it? Ah! Well, yeah, that'd be fucking bad too, bro. Like there's degrees to this, yes. Like, but, it's such a
But
dumb
they're all
argument.
rude.
Right, right.
yeah.
It's a shitty thing to say. Oh, there's so much worse you can say. And there's worse you can do to people. Let's play the game.
Sandwiches. For example,
Shoot a gun, dog. Learn how to fucking shoot a gun, you fucking riot shield. What else you want me to talk about? Riot shield. I'm a pussy that use riot shield. Oh, I'm a pussy. What do you want me to use? Faggot. You tell me what you want me to fucking use. Trans prestige, you fucking fag. Tell me what to fucking use, huh? Tell me what to fucking use, huh? Tell me what to fucking use. What the fuck is? And I'll fucking work you. You fucking.
Is this an example of what we're supposed to be doing?
No, this is an example of what is supposedly worse. And I argue, and I think Cindy's about to as well, that it's not worse at all. This is just people yelling, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck me, fuck you, and fuck yourself. And when they use the homosexual term, that sucks. Cindy, what's your fucking rule about, like, joking about stuff? It's perfect.
Yeah, if you're going to talk about something about a person or tease them about it, it has to be something that they can change in the next 10 minutes. So food in their teeth, an outfit, something like that. Not weight, gender, like major things like that.
Tattoos. Never ever tell anyone your honest opinion of their tattoo. You know why? They can't fucking change it. Just say it looks good. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm gonna put a caveat on that. That really depends on the tattoo, because if you walk up to me with a swastika,
I'm gonna talk about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Touche. I guess there are limits to these things. But in fairness, most tattoos are pretty weird, and the people who like them, and honestly, the only thing you can say, like when someone goes, oh, do you like my wife? Like if they said, do you like my girlfriend? That's an opportunity to make an argument that she should not be your wife, bro. But once she's the wife, there's no good art. You're just like, yeah, bro, she's awesome.
I think the thing about teasing people is that if they're not laughing at the end of it, you're just bullying them.
Right.
Yep.
So, like, the llama will say things when we're playing, but I know it's all a joke. So I don't care. You know, we'll laugh. But if he, picked on something that was, something I can't change, like, or he really actually meant he thought I was crappy or whatever, that would not be fun.
No, that's just online. But this kid, like, listening to these comms, this is nowhere near as attacking, biting, or scathing as it is when they started calling that girl a nagging whore, get a sandwich. Like, holy shit. Like, this is just your standard go fuck yourself, no fuck you.
Well, there's an aspect of it. If you listen, anytime they're calling a name beyond, like, go fuck yourself, it's a misogynistic term.
Oh,
Yep.
Because they're saying, like, you're a girl, you're a homosexual man, that makes you more of a girl? Is that what they're saying? And then that means it's bad?
I mean, do you want me to say, like, the actual words that I'm talking about, the misogynistic ones?
Oh, like pussy and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I thought you meant, like, F-A-G-G-O-T. Because
well, that one's not great either, but that's homophobic more than misogynistic.
But it still leads, actually, to misogyny. It's just men who are less men, right? Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yep.
So it's more on the continuum towards girl, which means less than. Ha ha ha. Which, if one of those dudes could sense through their voice, or maybe they made some comment about their race, and then they start attacking that and making tropes like, oh, go back to the cotton fields. That's the same thing as go back to the kitchen, right? People would lose their shit. These people would be canceled. They'd be removed from the game. But you can say that to women.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. And this guy is literally, I can't believe we found a video of someone defending this. I am...
Like, so easily, too. Like, on the first page.
It's so insane. I was looking up content because NeuroCindy put together a panel of women to talk about how when they're in Overwatch, certain things just commonly happen to women that don't happen to men. Some of them are like, they get talked over more often. Cool. So they did a panel, they discussed it, and to intro that, I wanted to show some of those things. So I was looking on YouTube with Cindy and going back and forth, and we found this video, and I was a minute in, and Cindy and I, our jaws were on the floor. We have to react to this. We have to. Like, this is insanity. And then we thought, who better than Janaria? Thank you for joining us.
That's right. Yum, 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 I eat dick all day. Yum, 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 I eat dick. You wanna fight? You do eat dick? Nigga, what a fucking homo. Exactly. You eat dick. Nigga said he eats dick. You a homo, nigga. Fucking faggot. Funny, you eat dickhead. Fucking eat one, motherfucker. Fucking idiot. You're looking like a loser right now. You test procedures in fucking
right
show, motherfucker. That's what the fuck you are.
Keep using your right show, faggot. Keep using your right show. Keep using...
Man, if only, I swear to God, you guys, if I could track just one of those guys down from that lobby, like, we need a Where Are They Now segment for those dudes.
For what purpose?
He thinks that shit was so offensive that maybe that was his lobby. Maybe he's one of those douchebags yelling.
Maybe he was subjected to this and he thought that was bad because people implied that he was homosexual.
Yeah, and how dare they?
Right, and that's bad,
they
I
have
guess.
Better style and higher paying jobs and so.
There. Absolute, just 10 out of 10. One of the most legendary moments in video game history.
Wow.
Really?
This guy is literally just out of his fucking mind. Every time he describes something, it's nowhere near the proper description. What the fuck? 10 out of 10!
So the best moment in gaming history is people yelling slurs at each other, not some really neat tech or some cool strategy or anything of the sort? Or really good aim.
Even a good argument that ended in a sick burn, or like show me like some high level trolling and roasting, I'm in. That was dudes who were just
screaming.
Yeah, and they're just yelling, fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you. You suck dick, then I do suck dick. You suck dick, oh my god, dick suckers. And then it goes downhill, and he jumps and just says 10 out of 10. Holy shit, are you next up for like, name that fart? Like he's like a fucking 10-year-old.
Asked.
5 members of Team Paradox, an all-female gaming team.
All right, just real quick, dudes. Take a look at these girls right here. I mean...
Oh
no, we have to make fun of how they look.
Here we go. It has nothing to do with their gaming. Here we go.
We know what's coming first.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
I am here for this. To steal a line from Cindy.
Paradox, an all-female gaming team.
All right, just real quick, dudes. Take a look at these girls right here. I mean, you know, I'm not normally one to comment on anyone's appearance, so I'm just going to ask you this right here.
Yeah, I believe him. Totally seems like the guy that would keep that to himself.
Do you see any girls here that you would tier 3 sub to? And
what does that fucking mean? Is that a Twitch bang reference?
It is. It's a Twitch. It's a Twitch thing. There's different levels of subscriptions that cost different amounts of money. So it's $4.99, $14.99, and $24.99. So he's saying, is there anyone here you would give the $24.99 to?
Is that just a euphemism for which chicks he would shtup?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not actually, do you think they're entertaining enough to be Twitch streamers? I just want to make sure I'm on board here. Okay. So he's asking, would you shtup any of these girls? Because of course he is.
I'm gonna ask you this right here. Do you see any girls here that you would tier 3 sub to? Anyone worth simping for? Let me know down in the comments.
There's kind of this masochist
he invites everyone to make fun of them. That's great.
Yeah, that's got to feel good for them.
Are a women in gaming trying to get better. You're trying to be a better competitor, so you have to play more.
You're trying to be a better competitor, so you have to play more. Wow, compelling.
I mean, she didn't edit the thing.
It's fucking insane how little he knows. Idiot is. Cindy, I'm giving huge Midwestern pauses for you to jump in here.
I don't even know what to say.
All right, just know that I'm giving Midwestern level pauses.
Yes,
more so, more chances that you get harassed or insulted while you're gaming, where you're kind of depressed, but you want to be better, so you play more and makes you more.
If he makes fun of this, he's lying. I'm an old guy, and I'll get into fucking battles with people, and I'll still be sad they said my play sucked, even though I know it didn't suck. But having them say that is not very nice, and it makes you sad. And it doesn't make you sad one game, but if you get like 3 games in a row of people just yelling at you, that sucks. It's called a human reaction, you dickhead. If he pretends that doesn't exist, he is a liar.
Or he's one of those people who just is unbalanced in the head and doesn't feel.
Oh, that would cause him not to understand a lot of this.
A sociopath or whatever they're called, I'm sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me get out the DM
like a psychopath.
5.
DSM-5.
Thank you. I was just going to go to the DMV and ask. I think I was in the wrong place.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it also varies. You said it's not after one game. Some of us are a little bit more sensitive than you. And if we get torn apart in one game... I like that I say we, like I'm speaking for a ton of people and it's just me. But like if I get really...
not just you.
Thanks, Jen. If I get really ripped apart by someone, I'm done for the day, basically.
But sometimes when you guys say ripped apart, and I say you guys, I mean all of the girls and stuff that I interact with, and like, oh, this guy tore me apart, and I'll look at the things, and it wasn't like terrible. It was just telling them that they were fucking up and they needed to do something else, and that to me is not tearing apart. I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. You mean actual insults hurled at you for doing your best?
Yes.
Not being critiqued about your best not being good enough.
Correct.
I mean, that still feels bad, but it's not going to ruin my day.
And it's perfectly acceptable. I'm just covering my fucking bases. Because it's a team sport, and if you get on the fucking field, and the only one who knows how to play is Brady, you're fucked! So I'm just saying, sometimes you're like, hey, Cassidy, why don't you go right and high ground instead of low and in with your fucking face again? And
well, even that would be useful. Usually people don't say anything until the very end of the match, then tell you sucked. They never make useful comments halfway through the game, you know? Oh. If you were thinking this all along, if you said something sooner, we could have changed it, but now it's too late.
Yep. A lot of people are perfectly willing to swap and accommodate if you just ask them to. Some people aren't, and when you get a few of those in a row, you stop asking nicely, and by you, I mean me. So it's like, I will start out the day asking nicely, but by the end of the day, I am done asking nicely, which is hard, so, yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Depressed, so it can be a little bit challenging.
Yeah, honestly, if you're viewing it like that, I'm just not sure that gaming is for you. You know, if it's that bad for you and that bad for like your mental health and your well-being, and it's that stressful, is it even worth it at that point? I mean, why would you just keep doing something that makes you miserable like that? Next up here, we've got a clip.
No. The gaming doesn't make her miserable. Your cunty friends make her miserable, and she'd like to play the game without being harassed. It should not be well, harassment's part of gaming. She's saying, oh, it is, and it's a problem. And you're saying the problem is her mental fortitude. That's fun. You might be a sociopath.
Clip of a girl who's just got tired of the bullshit.
It is actually insane that every single person on this team is acting this way. No, I'm not going to, because I've put up with it for too many fucking games.
We really don't care. We really don't.
All right, guys, I say this all the time.
He laughed at that. Like,
yeah, he did.
He put that as an example of something he enjoyed, not as an example of a girl being harassed. Do these people have moms or girlfriends? Like, they terrify me.
Well, does he not hear her voice? And even if you think, like, maybe she's overreacting in that moment, there is so much clear emotion in her voice that it gives me a lot of pause of, like, what the fuck has happened?
Well,
but I think he does hear it.
Oh, see, I was thinking Jin, he doesn't hear it, and he's like spectrumy or something, like on some sort of config, which I'm not knocking, but maybe he has the config where he doesn't hear emotion in people's voices, or I don't know. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he seems like a cuck.
Yeah. No, he hears it and he likes it, and that's why he chose that. He likes how upset she is.
That's like halfway to rapist and serial killer. That's fun.
No, I would argue more than halfway, but yeah.
We're halfway there. Let's see what he says after this. He has a whole opinion on it. I can't wait to follow this guy's criminal record in history. Shockingly, he took advantage of blah, blah, blah and killed a puppy and shoved it up his ass.
In games!
We really don't care. We really don't.
All right, guys, I say this all the time. I really do. Listen, there's one rule of the internet. This is like, if you could only tell one person from like the 1800s one thing about the internet, this is literally what I would tell them. If you were going to be posting anything on the internet, whether you're a YouTuber, you're tweeting, you're just a regular guy playing video games, or girl, okay, we're all inclusive here, but any just normal person playing video games.
Are we?
I mean, he said it. That's how it works. You can have any action you want, but if you say it, then your supporters can point to it and go, says it right here, bruh.
That's like when you say, well, not to be racist, but...
Yeah, the moment you say that, you're about to be racist!
I playing video games, or girl, okay, we're all inclusive here, but...
I love this theory that he's putting forth as, you know, well, I don't know. With his 5 years on the planet conscious.
Any just normal person playing video games, shitposting, trolling, riling people up, whatever it may be. The #1 rule of the internet is always, do not, under any circumstance, ever let on that you are mad for any reason whatsoever.
Oh,
but
that's
why?
fun. No,
so it's the woman's fault.
Yeah, well, this is how he gets through it, is he bottles it all up. And then he's going to shoot up a school or something. But, like, he's just mad
or
that
just mock people.
Well, that helps.
Yeah.
Hey, people that mock people are very strong-willed and not insecure at all. Damn it. Listen, like, this guy is giving a strategy to dealing with the trolling. And he's saying it's the only strategy. And it's the bestest because then you don't have to deal with things. But that's not how trauma or insults or humans work. You have to process this stuff or you fucking lose it. Like, unless he's broken, like, he's going to have a hard time with this later.
Right. I mean, basically what the show is saying is these women are saying, this isn't okay, we should change this, right? I'm assuming is the point of this Vice show. And what he's saying is basically, no, this is the way it is.
Don't be babies.
And just get used to it. Like,
and that's what people do all the time with a system that's in place that they can handle. They can handle the inequity of it. They can handle the rigors of it. They say to other people, well, I've been doing it, so don't fucking cry to me, Argentina. They feel like the moment the system gets a little easier that they got cheated, not that other people are getting a more square deal. So it's a very interesting concept, but it burrows its way through all of the ideology. Like, this is so fucking lining up
absolutely.
with his... Yeah.
Once you let on that you are
just
mad
like the
on
world right now,
internet,
if we let people who are different races or different genders or whatever have fairness, that's taking away from him, right?
Exactly, yeah. Because before, I used to be able to say this and no one cared. Now they do. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Officially lost
This
right
puts
there.
it all on the victim too. Again, so it's now the victim's fault that they got harassed because they let on that they were mad.
What are you doing out at night? Why do you have on a short skirt? Why would you drink with somebody new? You didn't put a cover on your thing? You didn't drug test your whiskey? Then you got roofied on purpose. Have fun by the dumpster. Fucking idiots.
Yeah. Second you get mad, you've lost the battle. She sounds pretty mad in this clip, so therefore, we are now going to have to ask that everybody stand and remove their hats for the national anthem.
Chance of this guy getting a loving, caring relationship from the opposite gender, if that's what he's hoping for, is pretty low right now. This is going to be an abusive husband. Holy shit.
It's not looking good for him.
This guy... No, this is one of those guys that terrifies me.
Yeah, dude.
Because he's just gonna do what he wants, and...
Jesus Christ.
Like, I don't want to be like, he's...
Do you want to climb with the llama? Then you got to join the farm! Only 30% of the llama's viewers are subscribed. What horror! How can you expect to climb without the llama's daily fodder of views? Okay, hit your hooves on that sub button. We'll continue like none of this ever happened.